We find ourselves at the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Coming up, we got a good matchup on tap here, as it'll be the Green Bay Packers taking on the Denver Broncos.
To kick off
and off we go from Denver. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
At their own 32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Let's go. Black 40. Here, black.
Here's Love looking to pass on the first play. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
We'll have to see what kind of looks this defense is going to throw at him as this game moves along, but they're in a zone to start. I do think we'll see plenty of man coverage as we move along, but the first throw of this one, incomplete.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Green jack. 45. White. Black shot. Ready.
Love. Looking deep here for Dobbs. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
So many times we see teams go on the road and want to lean on their running game, but this crew just announced they're going to try and air it out and make hay downfield.
So 2 incompletions have led them to an early 3rd and 10.
Here we go. Here we go. 52 blue. 10.
Completed out left to Dobbs. And some room to work. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Well, that's how you convert on 3rd down with an explosive gain of 34.
Well, things are looking pretty darn good on this first drive, aren't they? Came right out, set the tone, this time with a big pass play.
And if the peek behind the curtain that they gave us or their game plan, I don't think that's going to be the last one we see.
I think you're exactly right about that.
And a short gain down to about the 33. Credit the tackle to John Franklin Myers.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Ball at the 33, 2nd and 9.
Here we go.
Working out of the gun. Love. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And this one is incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Let's go now. 10,
Love now. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And this is going to be another 1st down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 13-yard line.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage, and here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
Set. Blue 30, ready.
To throw now, here's Love. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Jaden Reed from 13 yards out. And the Packers are on the board first here this afternoon. On here, Brandon McManus for the point after. And it's good to make it 7-0 Packers.
Makes the score Packers 7, Broncos nothing.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. Looking to put a drive together. On the run, this is J.K. Dobbins. And not much doing there, maybe a yard up to the 23.
Random, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
Nix to the air. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
And that's exactly what defenses talk about. You've got to find ways to get off the field when you can, especially on 3rd down. And 3rd down defense going to be vital in this game. Able to knock that one away and force a 4th down.
A short throw to Ingram. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Packers are going to get the football back in excellent field position.
Okay,
so 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Set, hut, steal, smash, 50, green. Hut.
Throwing. Love. That's going to be caught. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Christian Watson, 29 yards. And the Packers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point from McManus is good. And it's now 14-0. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They find themselves in a good-size hole here, and a good-size hole early on in this game as they come up on 1st down. And he will find his man Sutton. That's complete. Still on his feet. Cortland Sutton. And all the way home for the Broncos score. Cortland Sutton, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Broncos are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Lutz with the extra point. And that'll make our score 14-7. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last time that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Here we right. Plus 40. Set.
To pass, here's Jordan Love. He's going to air one out. And that's caught inside the 30. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Matthew Golden, 74 yards. And the Packers go up by 2 touchdowns. Now McManus to tack on the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Taking it about the 1. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And, CD, you know, sometimes you don't need those complicated game plans or the added wrinkles. Last time, now you think about it, couldn't have been any simpler. One play, one pass, touchdown.
I know those coaches put a lot of work into this game plan, but I don't think they mind possessions like that at all. They just save those calls for this possession instead.
And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that brings up third and a full 10 yards. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. That one out wide and intercepted. Picked off by Nate Hobbs.
And I think this is a situation where quarterback coach on the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and punt the football.
38. Black shot. Black, watch out now. 50-50. Ready?
Following the interception, Love. Now this aired out deep for Reed. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And the Broncos are going to get possession of the football as time will run out on this first quarter of play. A pretty wild first quarter. 21-7, our score. Second quarter about to begin from Denver. It's the Broncos in possession of the football, as they'll start with a 1st and 10 at their own 20. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Throwing Nix. Completes it to Evan Ingram. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 27 yards there, a first down.
First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Dowdens. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the Packers' 22-yard line.
Bombers.
To throw is Nix. Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
From the gun on third down, it's Nix. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Micah Parsons showing off that elite athleticism as he gets the sack. The kick by Lutz is good. And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach turned his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
Here we go. Ready?
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Alex Singleton. A great pick, nice return, but you know he's just beating himself up inside for not getting all the way in.
No doubt about it, because he had visions of end zone in his mind. Going to be the total hero.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. J.K. Dobbins taking it in from a yard out. And the Broncos have cut it back within a score. So they brought the extra bulk in down on the 1 yard line, and they're able to push this one across.
Yeah, I can just see your face right now because I know we're mind melding on this one. Coach Madden would love this. Power football, hat on a hat, chest to chest, driving forward, touchdown.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember, last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building.
He's got a man complete. Touchdown, Packers. Christian Watson. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Packers are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. McManus's point after is good. And it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Oh, some strong running. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36.
At their own 36-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but, Charles, they look up, and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
Sutton reeling it in on the left side. 2nd and 6.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Now they'll change things up.
At the 45-yard line.
Captain. Joe.
To throw, here's Nix. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
Here's Nix. He'll swing this out to Dobbins. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down.
Oh, my son.
They're going. It's Nix. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
And the Broncos first down.
Harvey now on 1st and 10.
Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10. At the Packers.
Now it's Nix. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
I think you put just a little bit too much heat on that one. When you throw it to the outside, you do have to be careful because you got to keep it away from the defender, but you also have to give your own guy a chance, too.
Ready.
Operating from the gun, here's Nix. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Evan Ingram, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Broncos get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. And now the offense is going to stay out there as the Broncos will go for 2.
The Broncos.
They'll try and throw for it. This is caught. Was he in? Yes. 2 points. So they're able to throw it in for the 2-point conversion. Sometimes that can be a risky play, but they got it.
Yeah, you always have to be careful here because if you do get it intercepted, it's returned by the defense. That's 2 points for them, but he identified an open target and put it right on him.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together. Now he's going to step up and run. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24.
Yellow, black, ultra. Ready.
Now Love. Over the middle, complete. It's Jacobs. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. He's having a nice game through the air. His decision-making's been really good. Solid there again. Just seeing nothing downfield, goes underneath. Nice game.
How about the patience? Because when you're having a big game through the air, you're looking for those chunk plays, those big ones downfield. Instead, as you noted, takes the check down, dumps it off, gains good yardage anyway. Really well executed.
And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down.
Quality coverage that time.
I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half.
On the ready.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Ready. 62 blue. 10 cycle. Shoot. Yellow. Ready. Cut.
Love looking to throw it. Throw right side, hauled in by Dobbs.
Hustle.
And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half.
50, green, black, light blue. Set.
Final play of the half, Love. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Jaden Reed in the final seconds of the first half. And the Packers would extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point from McManus is good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. It'll be the Broncos getting the football first in this second half as they trail, and we are back underway. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes the return. Now a hit and a loose football. And this drive will start on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. So they take the deficit into the lockers. You know they had plans to receive the football. A nice drive, instead a fumble on the kickoff.
And that can be demoralizing right there because, as you pointed out, they had designs on coming out and, okay, we're going to change things here in the second half. Instead, with a touchdown,
Packers. Jaden Reed from 19 yards away. As his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. McManus now for the extra point. And the lead is up to 18 now. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Here's 2nd and 10. Nick's going to give to Harvey. Shreds him with a stiff arm. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. That good for 19 and a first down.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about sloppy.
Packer pressure, and down he goes. Making that play on the pass rush, that's Devontae Wyatt. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15.
Captain, ready.
Looking to throw. Nix. He'll get that complete to Franklin. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
A give up the middle to Dobbins. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Brought down that time by Quay Walker. 2nd and 9 now. A short throw to Ingram. And he's going to get this inside the 30. His 5th catch tonight, and it's good for a first down.
Another Broncos first down. First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
They'll run up the gut with Dobbins. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26. That ground game contained again there, Charles, and that's really a big reason that they're trailing right now.
And give a lot of credit to that defensive front. That's exactly what they worked for all week, to try and take away the run game, make them one-dimensional. In the battle of game plans, theirs has been superior.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Nix. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
They'll go for it. Here's Nix. He'll connect on the out route with Ingram. And he's going to be out of bounds, a few yards shy of the line to gain. And that's going to be a turnover on downs. Loving the Packers now with a 1st and 10 at the 20. Working out of the gun. Love. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
2nd and 10 now. 3rd quarter action in Denver. Here's Love. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
Yellow.
Out of the shotgun, it's Love. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to have a Packers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. Now this aired out deep for Reed.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
2nd and 10.
Ready. 45. White. Ready.
To throw now. Here's Love. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
Nothing open downfield, and he had to get that one out in a hurry because he just knew he was about to take a big shot. Probably couldn't get his legs into the throw. Became an all-arm throw trying to check it down to his running back. Incomplete.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
Ready, ready. Black 40, claws red.
Throwing, Love. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th.
60 red. 60 red. Cut.
They're going to try and throw. That is caught. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. That pickup goes for 25. What a flip of the script from 4th down to 1st. I don't know if I agree with that. I guess they don't care if I agree with that. But, boy, you have to be surprised by that, right?
I definitely was surprised that they decided to go for it in this situation. But they must have either felt like they either had a great play call on or they're trying to show extreme confidence.
That's taken in by Kraft. And he's out of bounds, but not before a big pickup that time on what's going to wind up being the final play of the 3rd quarter. Welcome back now to Denver. It's Packer football here as they've got the lead as well to begin the 4th quarter. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
33. Yep. Ready?
Jacobs going to try the middle. He showed some tough running, but they'll drop him at the 5-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Clock's up. Here we go. Set.
Once again, it's Jacobs. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. As we get late in this one, is altitude a factor for a visiting team in Denver? Is that something that's overplayed?
No, it's real, and I know a lot of the visiting teams like to downplay it because they don't want to get into the heads of their players, but you can't avoid it. As soon as you get to...
And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Romeo Doubs, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Packers are able to add on to that lead. Now McManus for the extra point. And they open the lead up now to 25 points.
Makes the score Packers 49, Broncos 24.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
1st and 10 at the 46.
Throwing Nix. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. So no gain on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He can make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Nix to throw again. A short throw to Ingram. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. A gain of 8 there on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Well, the pressure gets to Love, and he'll go down. Nick Bonito. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. Well, the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20.
Here we go. Ready.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. Completed out left to Doubs. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. It's caught inside the 25. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.